said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run. And you've seen over the years, they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They had receivers winning Heisman trophies. Like, so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Price. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. What a nice job finding the back on the angle route. That's a tough thing to cover.
And I love the matchup for this quarterback. He knew there on 3rd down. He had the one-on-one with his running back and that defender. Nice job on the route, crossing the defender's face. Easy completion. The drive stays alive.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. He's got him. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession, and force a field goal.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Came through like a shot and knocked. For a loss of 5.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here.
Decision time right off the jump. 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one.
missed it, no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Duncan. Bringing the heat. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up third down.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Flores. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Running to Green. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grab behind the line. It's Hale. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Flips it out to the back. Jukes his way for more. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for them there.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will... thinking about that one for a long time.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Can't connect on his 1st throw.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll leave it with him. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll try the left side. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. To the 15, headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And he added the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. In the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Going to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, when you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover. But they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Handoff to the single running back.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. There he goes. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Oregon. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got it down the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
To throw, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, UCLA.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on during the second half.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Hale. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one they had to have a plan for one of the best receivers in the country, so they're double covering him. You can't do anything else, and still they can't prevent this guy from making the catch and getting the first down.
Look out, he's got room. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Looking for a gap. It's Price. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They want to run this quarterback. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Flips it out in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the right. Zips it out to his man. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. With the catch, it's Matthews. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Hale. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown time. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Buying some time. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They want that clock to run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short...
Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started.
Well, obviously, this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play.
Timeout, UCLA.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires on the move. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.